I'm really excited about this episode of This Works Marketing. I had the opportunity to interview Deb Mudway of Pure, the water filtration system company. So before we get into it, understand we were on set and we didn't have all the best microphones in the world because I kind of caught her as we were getting into, just before shooting the commercial, we were really in the nitty gritty of it. And I really wanted to talk to her about why Pure is getting into the direct-to-consumer business, and you'll get all that information in the interview. But please forgive me that the audio wasn't as good, but the information is fantastic.
Welcome to This Works Marketing, where 3 decades of proven experience has launched products, built brands, and generated profits. These are the stories behind the businesses that have been built. Obviously, there's a lot of commotion going on right here. So we're shooting the commercial for the faucet top. So tell me a little bit about why is Pure looking at doing performance response marketing? What is the challenge that the product that the company has, and why do you feel like this could be the solution?
We have an exceptional product as far as performance, and it actually provides a really good solution to people with a problem they don't realize they have. And so we have spent a lot of time promoting the Pure brand, but we haven't spent a lot of time talking about the benefits of a faucet filter system.
Right.
And so we felt that this was a great opportunity for us to have a little more time to tell the story, right? And also really crystallize visually the point of difference we bring to the consumer.
Right.
And we just felt like direct response could really help us with that story.
Because up until this point, in 30 seconds, which is great for the brand, but at that zero moment of impact when they're at the store shelves,
right.
There's a lot of competition.
Yes.
So how do you feel like this is going to be able to differentiate you? Education to the consumer, or what are you hoping to happen?
Yeah, I think that in this industry that we're in, pictures are the default solution for water filtration.
Pictures are okay, what does that mean?
That means that most people have some form of a picture in their refrigerator or on the counter that they're using to filter water, and they believe it to be the best solution. What we want to do is also insert ourselves into that mindset and have them consider faucet filters, because it is a better solution in general to filter your water, and it's actually much easier. You know, it's on demand, you get it instantly, it's the best filtration there is.
Right.
Some of those stories are hard for us to tell in a 15-second commercial. That is what we've always done historically. And also in a way that people care about it, right? So, we want them to know that's a very easy solution for them, very cost-effective solution, that they can have the best of the best for a very low price. And I think when you walk down the aisle, we all only have so much money in our pocket to spend. And so a lot of people default to the lower price SKUs, which is pitchers. And so we feel like we're an equally great value, with much more performance that we can offer at a really great price. And I think hopefully now we insert ourselves into that consideration.
One of the things that we've been talking about is this multi-channel approach. I mean, we live in a multi-channel economy, right? Where someone's going to be seeing something on television, they're going to be on their phone, they're going to be on their laptop, they're going to find that somehow, some way, and really, I always talk about it's the journey of the consumer throughout their day, because, as you know, so how do you feel that this multi-channel attack is going to help with this?
It's actually something that we've talked about internally, is that the purchase decision is not a straight line anymore. It used to be much more straight. Now it's actually, it's a little bit of a matrix on how people go about research. And so we have to make sure we're in the right place at the right time with the right content. And that's really what this is about, is having that when people are in their mindset of being educated, and we can influence them for purchase to be there with the right messaging. And, further up the funnel, we want to talk to them just about Pure and the brand equity we bring, but when you start to get down to product, we want to be able to talk to you in a way that's relevant to you. And that's what this does.
I think what you said is really interesting is that, and I preach it a lot, and I think that you kind of were overdone hearing me say this one, but many times we met, but it's the same message. Because there, I think there is, not I think, I know there is with big brands, is that there's a digital part of the business that is branding. There's selling, right? And then there's all the other channels of that, distribution, all that kind of stuff. And if the digital message is branding and you're doing something on television that's selling, they're not talking the same language.
Correct.
Right? So they could be talking about the same brand, they could be talking the same product, but not talking the same language. So what we're doing together is creating these assets for the commercial, telling the story, the point of differentiation, all those types of things, and then you know, moving that over into digital, moving that over into social. So wherever you are in that journey, you're getting that same message to your point where you're saying the same message.
And one of the things we loved about what Script and Screen brought to us is that the look and feel of the brand is very important to us, and how we convey that. And we have a very specific relationship we want to have with consumers. We want it to be authentic and genuine, and we want to really be there without much fluff. We want it to be very direct.
Right.
And so we felt like you could bring on stories in that tone that we're looking for, no matter what the vehicle is that we're doing, whether it's TV, digital, you know, whatever that is. We felt like it would look seamless to the consumer from the other work we're doing to promote the brand, which is very important.
I appreciate that. We really pride ourselves in the fact of staying to the brand standards that you have, but still communicating a message that needs to be told, and still has where you as a responsibility you have, go, okay, that's on brand with everything we're doing. We feel good about this. We're just doing it a little differently.
Right, exactly. And talking to them at a time when they're in a different place in their decision making, right? So, you know, we're really about making sure we're saying the right message at the right time when they're in the right mindset.
So when you put together your plan, okay, so there is, when you do equity, which is important for a brand,
Yes, sir.
the hope is that you've evoked the emotion that sometime down the line they may want that because they see it somewhere else. Where we're doing a little bit different, and we're saying we want to poke that emotion now. We want to get to that problem now and make a business transaction.
Exactly.
Talk to me how all that works together in terms of the overall marketing of what you're doing with the brand.
Yeah. So what we do with our equity, which we historically have done, is really focus on brand awareness, right? And denoting who we are through our brand awareness campaign, which is really about superior filtration. And we are innovative, and we want that to come across to people when they see the Pure brand. They get a feeling that they are buying something they can be proud of, and that really does work. As you move down the funnel to consideration and purchase decisions, it's a different solution now, right? Because it isn't just about the brand, it's about the specific product you're interested in. And to me, that's where I think that the direct response selling can help a lot. Because now it's really about, what are you going to do for me? What's my problem, and how do you help me with that? And creating an urgency that necessarily doesn't always come with equity, right? Because you're building a relationship over a period of time. But what we like about the idea of direct response is we're adding that level of urgency we haven't had before. And so that's really kind of a missing piece of the pie as far as I'm concerned.
In terms of in terms of what you've been doing as a company marketing wise? And I hear that all the time, because when you are doing equity, you're making an investment. Right? It's a big investment that takes time, that eventually gets to a certain point where we're going to make an investment, but our goal is to start getting return on the investment immediately, so therefore you can infuse more cash into the system. And then when it gets down into television, and when they get down at retail, they see that, or they see that Pure branded ad. There they are again.
It's such a great vehicle for us to be able to, you know, not only, you know, help pay for the media, right? Because we're doing some direct response sales. But really our goal in some of these, depending on the campaign, is to help our partners, our retail partners, right? And, the more we can do to help drive interest, not only in the brand, but in that specific product or a similar product, is really good for all of us. And it's good for consumers. If they don't buy from me, they're going to find a really good solution on the shelf. And they know that it's going to be the same pure performance that they saw on TV. It's just a question of what's the value that they see with the offer we make versus where
they see it somewhere else.
Exactly.
Because we know that this has become super important. And if I want to buy it on Walmart.com or Amazon, or I'm going to go to Target, or I'm going to go to Walmart or whatever, we're going to be seeing the same product. But on television, we're going to create a different offer. But now, when I'm on Amazon, I'm thinking the pure faucet mount. I'm not thinking any other faucet mount. So it becomes an easier decision. So it all kind of comes together in the same pot.
The goal of what I hope is going to come out of this is when someone decides to go in and search about water filtration, they won't search just the best water filtration. They'll search for pure faucet filtration. And we will give them some solutions if they decide not to purchase off our direct response. I want to get it to that point that it gets very specific for them to make their search and consideration.
And then when any time Pure gets in there somehow in that search, obviously your team is going to make sure that we're going to be first to market or first in their mind to see that option. So you said something interesting about making money back immediately. Is that a new concept for Pure? Is that a?
I don't think it's a new. It is a tool in the toolbox we haven't used before. So we feel that every dollar we spend works very hard for us on our equity campaigns. Very much so. And we have done everything from awareness to consideration to conversion. We have done purchase driving initiatives that are different from this. But I think that what we haven't done is been able to get metrics immediately that tell you how much that dollar is working for you, which is a new concept.
You're not waiting on POS data that's months and months down the line.
But even that is not always like, I think what we're going to hopefully see from direct response is not only the people who are going to buy from us, directly, but you will see spikes, I'm hoping, over time with POS, and that's a little harder with equity. You don't see it happen that immediate in general. There are exceptions to that, but usually it's a long-term build.
Or it works around an event.
Exactly.
Some kind of event that happens.
Right. But it's really about the immediacy of, getting a picture into the results. What I also just love about the whole channel is that you can optimize. You understand pieces of where things aren't working and be able to make those changes and redo it very, very quickly. And to me, that's where the magic is.
And I'm glad you brought that up. Because Kai talked about it as what levers are we going to pull? And how are we going to do it? Sometimes you got to go a little bit over here, a little bit over here until you figure that out. And the other part of it is that I'm really excited about seeing how we're going to do this together is that making a sale is one thing. Earning a customer and being able to continue to serve them is going to be huge. And I think now you're in control of that, where the retailer was in control of that before. So talk about the excitement of that, because when you build up your own database and you're in control of the message that you're giving out to them and you're offering them value all the time, they're going to continue to buy in all different ways, provided we provided the right products at the right time and all that kind of stuff.
So I think there's a few things. I think in today's world where there's so many options for consumers, with online, it's very different than it used to be. There are also, brands have a bit of a challenge, because, millennials may not necessarily be interested in only with brands that we historically have thought of as big brands. So you have to develop relationships outside of the purchase cycle. And that's what direct response. So if we get the ability to have that relationship where they buy from us and now we have their contact information, it's really about us having an ongoing relationship with them that they value. we're not interested in sending emails and pushing out. It's about what can I do to make this better for you, whether educationally, value proposition, whatever, so that you care about the Pure brand, and we keep the dialogue going so that it helps both of us.
So I think what you said is so great. Instead of me pushing something down your throat, you've invited me. Now I'm going to add more value to your experience with us as a brand. And then what happens is that gets reciprocated. They may tell their sister, their brother-in-law, their this, their that.
Right, and that really means a lot to us. I mean, there's a genuine passion on the Pure brand to bring the best possible water to your home. That is something that is from, no matter who you talk to on the Pure team, we feel very strongly because we all have families. It's what we do every day. And we bring a lot of passion to this. The more we can be, I would say, zealots who are spreading the word, either through direct response, equity advertising, through having a relationship, through email, and just making you aware of certain things, we want to do that. We want this to be something that gets people, we want word of mouth to happen, but in a way that we're really helping you to better and take better care of your family.
One of the other things about building up that relationship, and is that Pure taking control of that relationship? Is this kind of a new venture for Pure to do, to take control of that and to build that?
Yeah, we haven't really, I would say that we have spent a lot of time rebuilding the brand since we acquired it many years ago. And one of the things that we have on our long list, and we are starting this year with direct response, is starting to have more of a one-on-one relationship with consumers in a way that we can have it long term. And what that direct response allows us to do is to start to build our database and we know what's relevant, we know what people want to hear about, we know what they get excited about, and now be able to do that in a one-on-one relationship versus us just sending out a blast email. We don't really have an interest in doing
spamming somebody.
And spamming. We don't really have an interest.
Because eventually, because of the portfolio under the company, there are complementary products that they're going to be really happy with, and the cost of acquisition at that point is heaven. Right?
Yeah, we have 9 product categories. We have 4 of the product categories that are about the home that do with cleaning the air, heating your room, cooling your room. All of that can become part of the dialogue we have with consumers, and all of them are like best in class as far as performance. So, there's a chance for us to have that we're not having today. And it's an exciting part of what the future holds for us.
I have to say that was one of the most exciting things that was to us when we saw that opportunity to sell all the brands under the portfolio. Make no mistake about it. Job one needs to get done. But as the opportunity to grow out there, that's how a business scales. That's how, because realistically, Big A could say, well, I'm going to be in the water filtration business. And guess what product they're going to drive? Not yours.
Exactly.
And then, the retailers could say, you know what? We're just not getting the foot traffic that we used to get, so what it cost you to be in the store is going to cost you 20% more. Well, where did that come from?
It's a challenge. It's a balance. I think that, our goal is to have exceptional relationships with our retailers. So I think we bring something to the table that's very different than a lot of our competitors, right? Because we do a high level of investment. We spend a lot of time on making sure the brand has a lot of value. But that doesn't preclude us from having a one-on-one relationship with the consumer and developing that channel as well. It's better for all of us, right? Because we want to support our retailers. We realize that a lot of times they have the power in the relationship. There's not, we just have to make sure that we bring something to the table that they value, which has been the history of the brand so far. But we want to have a dialogue with the consumer to make it stronger. Not only to come to us, but also go to the retailer as well, right? And that's our job. And if we do it well, we will hopefully have those conversations you were talking about.
The other interesting thing is that when you have a database that's relevant, and we've done this with a couple other clients, we could sit in R&D all day long and figure out what does the consumer want? Well, let's do this search and this search and this study and this study. That could cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars versus I'm going to ask my customers what they want.
Right.
And we just make what they want because they already told us they're going to buy it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
It's an interesting concept.
Yeah.
So we spend a lot of time on consumer research. That's actually one of our points of difference. Is we really, the consumer is boss to us. And so we really are driven by what they want.
Yeah.
And just having another avenue to talk to them is actually very exciting and important to us, and it can drive everything from how we talk to them, our communication, to product ideas and so forth. So it's a very rich environment to be able to work in. Actually.
Yeah. And you guys understand it's going to take a while to get there and to build there, and we're gonna find our sweet spot. Am I in your way?
Yeah, keep pushing it.
Okay.
We're gonna find our sweet spot and where that's gonna work. And last question I have for you: what would you say you learned from the M2 side that really helped you understand how all this works instead of just creating a great commercial? Big deal if you don't have all the other stuff.
Now, I have to tell you, we have been enormously impressed by your M2 team. I think that one of the mandates from our management is when we were seeking an agency, we needed one that not only was strong on the creative side, but strong on the back end too. Infrastructure could guide us well, because this is our first time doing this, right? So you have to have the right partner. You can have a fantastic creative campaign. If you don't have the back end done well, it could change everything. And what I found from M2 is they're so knowledgeable, and it isn't cookie cutter for them. They listen to our objectives, they help us with it, it's very personal, they're guiding us through, they're holding our hand. It's been an outstanding experience with them. Very, very good team.
We're so excited to be doing this together.
We are
look
too.
forward to this and what we got
Hopefully
down the
many
pipe.
more.
Many more.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah.